Hi again. Next episode. Everything is renewable. We live on an island and nothing is added anymore, and we have to deal with the resources available on this island. Now, we rank these resources in two kinds normally, organics and non-organics, and depicted in a kind of two cycles. This is an organic cycle, a non-organic cycle, sometimes called a technical cycle. It assumes that there are two different cycles, but is that true? In fact, what's happening is that we call these resources normally renewable and non-renewable, as if they cannot be renewed. And this is weird. It's kind of discriminating of resources, because when we use trees for wood, then we regrow the forest, and if we use metals for construction, then we say, well, you know, we just deplete. They cannot be renewed. And that's weird. It's discriminating and giving a disadvantage to bio-based resources, for instance. But also, what is called non-renewables can be renewed. They are part of a cycle as well. They erode, dissolve in the background, and by tectonic movements and volcanism, etc., they will be restored in concentrated form. It only will take millions of years to do so. So there is no way of saying they cannot be renewed. They still can be renewed. It's only a matter of time and investing energy, as we will see later. It's symbolized in this cycle. Here is our raw materials, either it be non-organics or organics. We invest a lot of embodied energy to make products, and then we use the products, and for some products we use operational energy, like a car or a building, and for others we don't need operational energy, like a table, for instance. But by using these resources we are depleting the stocks, and we should invest circular energy as well to restore these stocks, and the circular energy should be part of the impact that we calculate in using our resources. And of course these cycles are driven by solar energy, which is the ultimate source that makes things work here on Earth. In more detail we can see it here. You know, we grow some wood stock, we process it, and we build a wooden house, and then we regenerate the forest and a new stock of wood grows. By metals we see that the stock is used, is processed, and then we don't regenerate, so we just deplete. That's weird. This should be similar. Now, how can we do that? It's by investing energy. For organics, you know, they are used and then dissolved in the background. The nutrients come back, and on the soil new forest grows via the nutrients, the particles. Metals, of course, they will dissolve in the background as well. They rust and they get lost, etc., and they end up in the ocean as metal ions. And then, of course, we can regenerate the original stock by filtering the metal ions from the ocean water, which of course cost a lot of energy, which of course mankind has to invest. But nevertheless, you know, we can invest this circular energy to restore the stocks as well. And it's both circular energy, only the way we invest circular energy differs. Here is the sun directly working, here is mankind working, but mankind is in fact also solar energy, otherwise we wouldn't exist, of course. So here is an example how this works in practice. This was a student in the UK that swept the streets and found out that if he swept the street 3 kilometers long for a year, he could produce 30 grams of platinum, which was lost from the catalyzers used in cars and ended up as dust in the streets. So this is kind of circular energy investing in restoring the original stock of the platinum that was used for the catalyzers. And of course it's a lot of work and a lot of energy, but nevertheless we should deal with that. So in fact there is only one cycle, and only the routes along which they are regenerated differ. And in summary, there are no non-renewable materials, there's only non-renewed materials. and we should deal with this issue to treat resources equally and don't discriminate between the resources, to restore the balance of our resource use here on the planet Earth, where nothing is added anymore. Thank you very much.